Hello summoners, welcome back to the channel and another tier list update for the month of April. And this month we saw two new characters, really decent characters coming in, Black Cat and Scorpion. I think both of them are going to have a place in this game. And we also saw the Gamora buff, which was not only like the kit difference, they also changed her animations, which I did enjoy. Like the new animations, I like them, the heavy attack and everything. I think it's a little bit refreshing, but overall I have not upgraded her tier. Like she was already in Squires and she pretty much stayed there. I don't know if like the damage output is nice, don't get me wrong, it was already nice, it still is really good, but you can say the same thing for Thor, you can say the same thing for Carnage, Proxima, Midnight. Like she has good damage, but I'm not sure if you would rank her up over someone like, you know, King Root or Vision Arcus or Cull Obsidian. Like if you're just going for the damage, then why not Cull Obsidian and why Gamora? And I do not have the answer to that question, which is why she is still here, but I will keep my eye on her, and maybe in the future she will go up one tier. Now for the new two characters coming in, Black Cat and also, where is he, Scorpion. Let's talk about Scorpion first. He came in like just a few days ago, did a damage comparison, and it was against Spider-Ham, which by the way is also a very solid champion. The power sting damage on this character very high. I will say the playstyle is kind of weird. You have to, you know, charge heavy and cancel into a special attack. In order to do that, first of all, you need to be pretty comfortable with intercepting with special attacks, and you also have to keep an eye on the opponent's power and time it in a way that they, like, you have to bait their power exactly before using your charging a heavy. Otherwise, if they have a bar of power, they will just smash you with a special attack while you're holding a heavy, which will not end well. But if played correctly, the damage after the SP2, it's really good. It's very high, a lot of power sting damage, a lot of damage on the SP2. Overall, just the amount of debuffs that he has on the opponent. The poisons, they don't do that much damage, but for nodes like I don't know, distract maybe, or what's that node that if you have a poison on the opponent, then only you do majority of your damage, otherwise you do like 90% less damage. Acid wash. So for stuff like that, he will be pretty useful, I imagine. He also has an amazing synergy with Agent Venom, who I will be, like, I just remember that. So let's take Agent Venom up. I will take him. Like his damage output is pretty crazy. He can compete with Nick Fury, he can compete with Mole Man or Ultron, you know, the best bleeder in the game in damage output, and he can shrug off debuffs as well. But at the same time, he needs two synergies with Craven and also with Scorpion, so I'm not sure how practical that will be, which is why I won't take him super high right now. I will give him Squires and add the synergy symbol. Alright, so yeah, I think this is justified. Agent Venom, let's take in the benefits from synergy symbol, because he is really bad. Like in my last video, if you want to see his comparison with and without his synergies, massive difference. He can finish the fight faster, like Winter Soldier, faster than a minute as a 565 character with the synergy, and it takes him like 3 minutes without. So massive difference. You can kind of compare him with Cable and make the argument that why is Cable in the highest tier when he pretty much has the same situation, that without his synergy he is trash tier, bottom tier, and with the synergy he is absolutely insane. You can say the same thing about Agent Venom. So first of all, I'm not sure how viable Agent Venom will be in stuff like Alliance War, whereas I have seen Cable put in a lot of work. It took a while for him to reach here, and this synergy is very new, so we will see maybe in the future. Also, like, Cable has degeneration damage over time, which is like a lot less characters are immune to that, whereas with Bleed and Incinerate, a lot more champions immune to those debuffs. But more importantly, the main factor is the thing that he needs the two synergies, and whereas with Cable you just need Apocalypse, and Apocalypse himself, first of all, an amazing character, much better than both Craven and Scorpion. Second of all, he also gets a massive benefit out of it, and you can make a third character the Horseman. So, you know, overall it just increases the team's value a lot, and it's a very practical thing like synergy team to bring. Whereas with Agent Venom, I don't think a lot of people will be using Agent Venom, Craven and Scorpion in the team. So yeah, that's why he's a little bit down in the list. Not because he's not good, but because it's a little bit less practical in my opinion. By the way, if you are curious about these synergies and wondering what these synergies are, because like a lot of people do not like to talk about synergies in tier list because it definitely makes some weird things happen, like Black Bolt in the same tier as Odin. You might think I'm crazy, but Black Bolt with Medusa and Hitmonkey is actually really good, like a legit abyss option. I know people who have used him as an Aegon replacement. I personally have videos of soloing abyss fights and he is absolutely insane. He's like a Corvus with much higher damage numbers. Like he crits on pretty much every hit and he's critting like massive 30,000 on basic attacks and stuff. It's pretty crazy, but he needs a lot for it. The synergies to be awakened, to be high signature level, a lot, which is why these symbols are important. And if you are wondering the synergies for any of the characters, you can just go to the synergies tab. Might be missing some, but have tried to mention most of the synergies that I have mentioned here. But anyways, coming to the other new character, I talked about Agent Venom more than Scorpion himself, but he is a pretty decent character in my opinion. Now Black Cat has a lot of potential, especially when it comes to damage. Currently holding a few records in Labyrinth of Legends and stuff. I have seen video of soloing Labyrinth of Legends Red Hulk in less than a minute, which is really crazy. Like it is crazy when you solo Winter Soldier in less than a minute, and you know it is insanely crazy when you can solo Labyrinth Red Hulk in less than a minute. But at the same time, I don't know she like how practical she is. There is a lot of damage potential for sure, but we will see where she can be used. So definitely not gonna put her in the highest tier yet, and depending on how much people are using her, she wasn't the easiest character to use either. But depending on that, like in the future, I might even consider downgrading her, because damage, while it's important, is definitely not all that I care about, which is why even champions like Calipsidian are kind of not in the highest tiers. So yeah, I'll keep an eye out on Black Cat, but check out the videos on her. She can be really crazy. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, if you haven't yet noticed, like if you haven't watched my previous tier list videos, I also have a column for DPS, not a full column. These are 565 champions against the test subject, as always, is a punching bag, Realm of Legends, Winter Soldier. We have mentioned the synergies and stuff like that here, and these numbers, they are kind of surprising, some of them, like OG Thor being pretty high up. Again, 565 characters with suicide masteries without any boost, and if they are using synergies, then I mentioned the synergies here in the notes section, so you can check that out if you are interested. Like I was surprised by a lot of them, like Drax being this high. Of course, some of these champions like Human Torch didn't have the ideal matchup. Also mentioned like they have class disadvantage where they have the pre-fight on and stuff, so you can take a look here. Like OG Cap died from suicides a few times, buff please, is a pretty good message. Please buff him. But that's pretty much gonna do it for this one. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, leave them down below. If you have any suggestions for champions to go up or down, do leave them down in the comment section down below. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, gonna scroll it from right to left and up to down list. If you want to see this for yourself, again, in the description and the pinned comment, the link to the spreadsheet. And yeah, have a good one, stay safe, bye bye, like, share, subscribe.